The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Well, donkey of the day for Wednesday, August 3rd goes to the 11 Republicans who voted against the PACT Act. What is the PACT Act? Well, it would boost health care for veterans exposed to toxins during war. The bill increases health care funding and access for military veterans. Can we name all 11 Republican senators who voted Tuesday against our veterans? Yes, we can. Mitt Romney of Utah, Rand Paul of Kentucky, Mike Crapo of Idaho, James Lankford of Oklahoma, Mike Lee of Utah, Cynthia Loomis of Wyoming, James Risch of Idaho, Richard Shelby of Alabama, Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, Tommy Tuberville of Alabama, and Tom Tillis of North Carolina. All 11 senators all blocked the bill that would, among other things, expand health care for members of the military diagnosed with rare cancers as a result of their service. If you've been listening to your Uncle Charlotte, your brother Leonard on this radio for years, then you know without a shadow of a doubt how I feel about veterans, okay? Military veterans deserve it all right? True American patriots who went out and fought for this country should never have to worry about anything ever again, okay, in this country, all right? At the very least, this country should take care of their basic needs, all right? There's not too many things that piss me off more than seeing homeless military veterans begging for change in these American streets. I hate it, okay? All this money we pay in taxes, military veterans should have free housing, free health insurance, and the best health insurance, and they should be getting some type of stipend every month so they can pay their bills, all right, and keep their refrigerators full. That should be the bare minimum for how military veterans are rewarded in this country. But those 11 Republicans I just named voted against the bill, citing concerns over cost. This is so nuts to me because just last month, the House passed the $840 billion military spending bill, and not once did I hear someone say, how are we going to pay for it? Okay, not once did I see anyone concerned over the cost. Now, it's not all bad news because even though these 11 Republicans did vote against the PACT Act, the bill, did pass yesterday, okay? It was approved in the Senate by a vote of 86-11, all right? But a week after, 41 Republicans elected to stall it because of what I told you before, cost, okay? America is literally that dude you see out wearing all the designer, driving the luxury car, balling out on Instagram, but he owe you money. Okay, and when you ask for your money, they ain't got it. All right, even worse, America is the friend that has no problem spending full price on other people's products. But when you, said person's friend, said person's family are selling something, they want it for free or a discount. When it's you, they start complaining about the price. Disgusting. Okay, now, I am glad this bill passed and the veterans will get what they earned and deserve, but what changed all of these Republicans' mind? I'm not talking about the 11 getting donkey of the day today. I'm talking about the rest of them. Well, I'll tell you what changed their minds. Good old-fashioned shame, okay? That's all. Good old-fashioned shame. Shame works sometimes. All right, y'all ain't see Envy with Beijing in his beard in a while. You know why? Because I shame him about it all the time.
That's not true.
Okay?
I never had Beijing.
All right? Okay. Okay.
It's just for men.
It's just, say, that's right, Geese. Just for me. All right? But good old-fashioned shame. You know where that good old-fashioned shame came from? Jon Stewart, all right, the legend, one of the greatest and strongest voices I have personally ever witnessed in my lifetime, led the charge with shame when 41 Republicans elected to stall the final passage of this measure. Jon Stewart tore into all their asses, all right? Pat Toomey, he wasn't shamed enough to, change his vote, but Pat Toomey, Ted Cruz, the light that Jon Stewart shined on this bill last week, no doubt changed the minds of these fake patriots who claim to care about this country, who claim to put America first, but yet they will vote against things that will actually help the people who have put their lives on the line for this country. And guess what? When people do things like that, they deserve to be shamed. Now, we can't play Jon Stewart's whole 10-minute speech, but I do want to play some of it because he summed it up quite simple and plain. Let's listen.
So ain't this a bitch? Ain't this a bitch? America's heroes who fought in our wars outside sweating their asses off with oxygen, battling all kinds of ailments, while these motherfuckers sit in the air conditioning, walled off from any of it. They don't have to hear it. They don't have to see it. They don't have to understand that these are human beings. Do you get it yet? Do we see that these aren't heroes? These are men and women, mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers. This is an embarrassment to the Senate, to the country, to the founders, and all that they profess to hold dear. And if this is America first, then America is f***ed.
If this is America first, then America is effed. America been effed if you ask me, but I'm a black man from the South, so my perspective is different, but it's virtually the same. Okay, America does not take care of its own. It simply doesn't. America does not take care of any of the real patriots in this country, the people who actually believe and live the liberty, freedom, and justice for all creed. Okay, the real patriots who simply want America to keep its promises. They get treated the worst in this country. Military veterans who actually fought for this country get discarded, forgotten about. And it's easy to do that to them unless you raise holy hell about it like Jon Stewart did and shame people into doing the right thing, because whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Muslim or Christian, we as American citizens all have friends and family who are military veterans. So that's the one issue that we can hear and say that's effed up they did that. All right, you're going to block funding to help people who fought for this country? And you, 11 Republicans who getting donkey today, you really going to try to hold hostage this legislation that will help those veterans because you oppose the Inflation Reduction Act? That's what this is all about. They oppose the Inflation Reduction Act, which includes money to combat climate change and lower health care costs. That's why they all voted against helping the veterans in the first place. All right? Stop using people's problems as chess pieces for your silly political pissing contest. All right, folks is out here in need, and they can't get those needs met because y'all busy measuring each other's little teeny weeny penises. All right? We the people. Yeah, right. How? When you never ever put those people over your politics. Please give those 11 Republicans who voted against the PACT Act the biggest hee-haw. I'm glad it passed, though. Those veterans deserve it all. And why you got a little twinkle in your eye when I said teeny weeny?
You said something very interesting.
I did. Get your ruler.
Wait.
I was talking about the Beijing. I don't use Beijing. What are you talking about Beijing? See?
You use Just for Men. We know this, bro.
Right. Yes.
You don't anymore, though, because I shamed you out of
I
it.
still use it. I just different color.
You just admitted you used it.
He said he used it. He always said he used it. He even told us what number, right?
You don't listen when I talk.
I know.
Hey, now you just said you don't use Beijing.
If I don't use Beijing.
What is it then?
I'm not telling you.
Just for men.
Now, if I said...
He was denying dyeing his beard altogether like we
he
don't
was
have
just
eyes.
saying that he doesn't use Beijing.
Now, if I said I'd measure my penis, you would be all into that, wouldn't you?
I got a ruler right here.
See? What's wrong with you, man? You know, I'm going to go to Human Resources today, and I'm going to tell her all the things.
You just told me. You just invited me to a good time. Everybody heard you. Millions of people heard you.
Up next is ASCII.
There ain't no up next ass she. Up next is a measuring contest.
585-1051. ASCII is next. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, 800-585-1051. Yes, I'm uncomfortable.
That you uncomfortable
800-585-1051. ASCII is next. What are you looking for?
Measuring tape.
If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you better not follow me to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom after this break.
I'm doing it in front of everybody.
You better not follow me. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. You're weird.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.